EigenLayer, GetGrass, Friendtech, you are farming these points, but the question is, when are you gonna see any real money out of it? And there is not really an answer because we don't know, but what we know is that there is a way today to sell your points, secure your profits, regardless of when the launch is happening and how much they will be worth. That is exactly what I'm gonna talk about in this video and show you step by step how I can convert, for example, my GetGrass points into actual dollars. Let's go. Guys, there's a billion ways to make money in crypto and I'm on a mission to find them all. My name is 𝗙𝗵𝗙𝗍 and if you follow my content, you know that I share everything I find. So if I make money, you can make money too. If you're new to the channel, you are missing out if you're not subscribed. If you're returning, please smash the like button, but you probably know all this. Let's jump into the video. So here's the thing. I made a video on GetGrass about a month ago. If you have watched that video, you know by simply installing an extension on your Google Chrome browser, you can farm points and basically monetize your unused internet bandwidth. If you haven't watched the video, you are absolutely missing out. Link in the description, check it out, get on board. The problem with GetGrass and with all these other Friendtech, EigenLayer and all that we don't know when the points are coming. There is a problem is that maybe it's coming this year, but maybe it's coming next year, maybe it's coming next week, but we don't know. And that's the major problem here. Maybe when these projects convert from points to tokens, the bull market is over and your points will be worth zero. Well, I'm not saying that's the case, but that could be a possibility, especially if you have a lot of points in these or any of the ecosystems, you might want to consider securing some profits. Now, how to do that is through Whales Market. Whales Market is not a sponsor of today's video, but I found them and I find them pretty interesting to play around with. I'm gonna show you why. So when you get on their website, it's whales.market, you will see they say they are the #1 OTC marketplace for everything illiquid. Illiquid means, you know, that you have points or you have pre-market tokens that you can't really sell because there is no market for it. But with the help of Whales Market, you can make an options contract where you can put up your points and say, today at this price, I guarantee you to give you all the points that I get from GetGrass or from Friendtech. By making this option contract, you can secure your profits and someone who wants to get into the project but doesn't have the time to farm these or missed out will be able to get the tokens. Now, if you scroll down, you see they support a lot of networks and a lot of projects. If you scroll down here, you will see that they don't only have points, but they have pre-market tokens, they have OTC markets. So if they're, for example, you hold a complete illiquid meme, but you think it has great potential and whale market lists, you are able to sell it through here through OTC over the counter. They will have NFT, whitelist market, vesting market. So you have a vested token that it's 12 months vested, but you want to get out because the project is hyped, you will be able to do it here. Let's get into the app. It's important to know that you will need a Phantom wallet for it to work. So I am on Google Chrome and I have a Phantom wallet installed here and you will need to connect your wallet. If you don't know how to use a Phantom wallet, I made a complete tutorial on how to become a degen, including everything, including how to set up a Phantom wallet. Check it out here. Definitely don't want to miss that. But if you have a Phantom wallet, you can use the platform right away. So on the interface, you will see they have markets. You can scroll down here. You see you have pre-markets, points, and runes. Gustavo just made a great video on runes. It's on Benta Plus here. Check it out. But if you go to the pre-markets, you will see the pre-market tokens. And if you go to points, you will be able to see the points. As I said, you can see EigenLayer, you can see Friendtech, you can see BitGet Wallet, link in the description for BitGet Wallet airdrop, and GetGrass. So if you click on GetGrass, the reason why I'm gonna use GetGrass as an example, because first of all, I think I'm extremely bullish on GetGrass. Second, I think it's a great representation of what you can really do with something that costs you no money. 5 seconds, you install the extension and you are already in here. Now on the interface, you wanna go on 1 day because you don't wanna monitor the 1 hour chart, it doesn't make any sense. But here you will see the price movement. Up here you see the price of a Grass point, which would eventually predict the price of a Grass token. You see the 24-hour volume, how much money exchanged hands in the 24-hour, and you see the total volume is 2.4 million. So people are speculating on points in $2.4 million exchanged hands. That is pretty cool. Okay, so it is quite confusing down here. So again, what you want to do here is that you want to make an offer to either buy points or sell points. Because there are no points to be transferred now, the only way to do that is to offer points, for example, 100,000 points, and offer collateral for that point. I know it's a little bit confusing, but bear with me. The whole purpose what I'm saying here is that you are not going to get dollars immediately, but you get a guarantee to receive the dollars once GetGrass converts their points into tokens. Basically, you secure a price to sell your tokens at. Now, this can be good if the token price at launch or after launch plummets, or it can be bad if the token price skyrockets after the launch. Like, this is the speculative part that you have to think about before you sell your points. But how it works. So if you look at this interface, if you trade, by the way, guys, I am a professional trader. I have a trading channel where I teach you every single day how to do professional trading. Check it out. There is a link in the description. But if you trade, you know that this looks like an order book. Here's the problem. With an order book, this would be the buy orders and this would be the sell orders. In here, it's exactly the opposite. So here, for example, someone wants to sell 100,000 tokens for $0.00147 per token, which is currently per point, but presumably will be converted per token. And that's a 147 total amount that is seeking to get. So there's one more thing here, which is partial or full. So what you have to understand, this is an offer someone put up. I'll show you how to put up an offer as well. So what this guy said, I have 100,000 points right now. I'm happy to sell these 100,000 points for $147, which would put the price of 1 point at 0.0014. He basically guarantees that he's going to sell these points for you. Now, the full and the partial comes in handy when you put up an offer, you can decide if you want one buyer for the whole thing, or you're willing to do partials, and that means that I can buy a fraction. So if I put this order up as a partial, someone can buy 10,000 tokens, someone can buy 10,000, someone can buy 10,000, and I can have 10 people buying 10,000 points from me. If it's marked as full, someone has to come in and put in $147 to buy the whole thing. Contrary, here are offers for buying. So someone says, hey, I missed the boat, Fefe, I haven't seen your video. By the way, guys, if you haven't seen the video, there is a link in the description. You are absolutely missing out. It's absolutely easy to do. It's 2 seconds, and genuinely, as you see, it's making you money even before it launches. So I would definitely check it out, link in the description. So here are people who say, I don't have time to set it up, I'm lazy, whatever, or I just missed the boat. Like I can't get these tokens, I can't get 100,000 tokens before launch because I think it's gonna launch very soon and I don't have that much time. So what you can do here is that you can make an offer to buy tokens. And this is gonna be very interesting. If you have watched my video, that you probably are up at about 40 to 50,000 points since then. So if you wanna sell your points right away, you could do that by coming here and matching a buy order. So someone here says they want to buy 50,000 tokens for $45, $0.0009 per point. So what I could technically do, I could just come in here and I could say, okay, I'm happy to sell some of my points. Now, as you see here, it's not that visible, but this is almost fully filled. If you go into offer info up here, you see that the filled amount is 41,131 and only 8,800 remaining because it's a partial order or partial buy offer, as you see. But what I could do is I come in here, I write in that I'm happy to sell 8,861 points. I would receive $7.9 and that I can accept the offer. And once the points will be converted into tokens, I will have to get my tokens then, right? So my points will be converted into tokens. I have to put my tokens into my Phantom wallet and I have to deposit the tokens onto the same platform, and the platform will execute the whole trade for us. Now you might be wondering, okay, so I'm just gonna come in here, I'm gonna promise the guys I'm gonna sell 40,000 points at this price, and if the price is higher at launch, I'm just simply not gonna sell. Technically, you could do it. Here's the problem. You have to make a collateral. You have to make a deposit for the same amount that you agree to sell your points for. So if you are about to selling your points, for example, for $8, I have to deposit and lock $8 into the protocol, and when the points get converted into tokens, I have to deposit the tokens. When the sale is executed, I get back my deposit and I get the price for the tokens. If I don't complete the transfer within 24 hours after the launch, after the conversion from points to tokens, I will lose my deposit. So if the points launch extremely higher, obviously what you can do is that you can just leave the deposit there and then gain the rewards. But most of the time, what we've seen previously is that that's not the case. So you would actually actually be minused by not selling your points if you agreed to sell them. And it's not only GetGrass points, you can actually sell any points. So if you go back to the points market, you will be able to see, as I said, you see 𝗙𝗏𝗙𝗪, you see Magic Eden, and you see FriendTech as well. Talking about FriendTech, there is a pretty cool project that I wanted to bring you today that is something like FriendTech, but potentially much better on the BNB chain. They are called Gamium. Gamium is an up-and-coming SocialFi platform on the BNB chain, very similar to FriendTech. What it does is that it allows you to buy a share of a Twitter account. When you set up a Gamium account, you have to connect your Twitter account and you will be able to create shares of that Twitter account. So if that Twitter account grows, the people who got shares in that Twitter account can also benefit. So this is how I connected my account, and once I connected, the first thing it says is launching MSTs lets you earn from fees whenever tokens are acquired or swapped. So if someone is buying a share from my Twitter, I will get a fee of that. MST holders are guaranteed exclusive economic and social benefits. We'll give you 500 airdrop points for being an early MST launcher. This is exactly why I brought them on this show, because the potential here is that these points are going to get listed on whale market as well. Again, this costs you nothing and could be a great lucrative play. What is very interesting, if you have been in the FriendTech meta, you will know that you can buy these profiles and potentially get VIP access or added bonuses from these people. So what that means is that, for example, if I would launch my profile here, I could post exclusive content, and by someone holding my share, they will be able to access that content. So contrary to FriendTech, where you just bought and speculated on the price, obviously got some perks, here they are aiming to build a complete metaverse. So if you click on the map, you already see the map located here. They have a pretty cool video as well. It looks insane, by the way. If they pull it off, this is gonna be very, very good. You can click on Genesis, the big dome, and you can enter the dome if you hold the tokens needed. The whole idea here is not only that you get your Twitter profile and you can fractionalize your Twitter profile and people can buy, or you can buy a share of a Twitter profile, but eventually you will be able to interact with these people in the metaverse, which could be very, very interesting if you believe that the metaverse is going to be big. So the whole idea here, what Gamium is already preparing to, is not only a Twitter profile where you can post content and exclusive content, but actually create social spaces with the people you are owning a share of. And of course, they do have a token called Gamium. If you look at the 1 year performance, it is not that great. They are down about 30%. However, as I said, it's an extremely early stage project. It has a $16 million market cap and only a $500,000 24-hour volume. Even though it has a small market cap, you are able to buy it on KuCoin, Gate.io, CoinEx, and several other platforms, including Uniswap as well. Now, I personally don't hold any tokens yet because I'm waiting for the market to sort itself out, but I believe that this could be an interesting play, especially if they pull off this metaverse game. Everybody's moving into VR and AR. If they are able to link your Twitter profile and fractionalize it and offer experiences for people who hold the same shares in the metaverse, this could be very, very interesting. Look at it, it costs you nothing to sign up, create a profile, farm the points, and potentially look at a listing on whale market. It has a chance to be listed on there sooner or later, so keep an eye there. So now let's get into how you can make an offer to sell your points or buy points. Again, you can go into the points market here, you scroll down to Grass, and you will be able to create an offer on the top right corner here. What you wanna do is that you wanna click on points market and you want to click the chain. In case of GetGrass, it is going to be on Solana, so I'm going to click Solana, but you will need to see what project you're using, whether it's on Base, whether it's in Ethereum, you can see it there. We're gonna pick Solana now. So here you will see you have two options. You can want to buy or want to sell. Now we take the example that we want to sell, but the exact same thing with buying as well. Let's say that you have executed on my GetGrass video and started farming points on that day. You are up probably about 50,000 points. Let's say you wanna sell like 20,000 points. So you click on want to sell and you go down here, you select the protocol, we go Grass, and we're gonna say 20,000 points. Now the price of the tokens is what we've seen previously. So for me, it would be worth at current stage based on the other prices, I can sell it for $0.0014 per point. That would give me a $28 total amount that I would receive for my points. I will always click partial, and if I click single, I explained this. If you go partial, it doesn't have to be one single person buying all this, but it could be someone putting in $1 or $2 and maybe 10 people buying up the whole amount. Very, very important. When you click on next, it will prompt you to deposit $28. This is the collateral that I have been talking about. You are not going to be able to withdraw this money if the offer gets filled. So if you made a mistake and you immediately delete it, you can do that. However, if you want to withdraw while someone accepted it and someone bought your tokens or your points, you're not going to be able to take it out. So what you want to do is you want to use USDC, in my opinion. Then you can click on deposit. It will prompt you in your Phantom wallet to accept it. You can say confirm, and it will say offer created successfully. What you can do here is that you can go onto your dashboard on the bottom right here, and you can go onto points down here, and you will see the protocol that you have interacted with. You can click on here and you will see all the orders. I have done several already because I've been testing this out, but what you can do is that you can see everything here. This is a buy. I had a partial buy in here. This is a sell that I put up 30,000 tokens for $0.002 per token, $60 total. And you can see our current one here as well. I can click in here and I can see how much was filled. And if I want, as I said, I can click on close offer. Now, if I hover above, it will say you have the option to close the offer if it's not 100% filled. So once it gets filled, you're not able to close it. However, if you made a mistake, you can just go close offer. It will prompt you again in your Phantom wallet. You go confirm, and it will simply revoke that order or those points. For example, you list your points, but there is a massive news coming out and you just want to remove it fast before anybody bites on it, you can do it like this. And also, if you want to see the progress that you actually added, you will be able to see if you bought some points from someone, you will be able to see it here. Unfortunately, you cannot cancel it, only cancel it if the owner doesn't live up to the delivery, but then you also get their collateral, so that's not that bad. One more thing about Whales Market that I think is interesting is that they have a staking option here. You have their token that you can buy on the market, and then you can stake and therefore get a % of the fees that the platform is taking for all these points. So if you believe these points and farming and whatnot is going to be big in the next 12 months, it could be an interesting play to buy the token and potentially stake some on the platform and get a revenue from the fees they generate. Guys, that's it. I hope you got a better understanding on how you can monetize your points and your pre-market tokens. And if you did, please let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and I will see you in the next one.